What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the
fuck? What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on YouTube shit. Hey man, we are Lit Entertainment. Turn. Today, motherfucking day. So you know, our big crib in the gang. Northside shit, man. Hey man, free Palestine, free Congo, Russia do your thing, and Texas stand the fuck up. Each day is a new day to be a better version of yourself. Never let somebody bring you down. Always fight back. Never let somebody tell you who you are, but also never put yourself in a position you don't belong. Stay humble, gang. Hope y'all stay on this revolution, on this movement. Coming to you as a black Hebrew Israelite, as a real Jew, man. Make sure y'all like and support this video, and let's get into it. Straight hood now. Alright. Straight hood outside Christian, man. And the gang. Alright, man. So we've been talking about Boosie, man. We're gonna try to speed it up, because you know, like I said, my storage, my phone. So Boosie, man, was just beat that gun case, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we was all excited, you know what I'm saying, because Boosie been fighting all these trials from the government for like past years. So tell me why they done re-indicted Boosie again with another gun charge, but just changed it up with the same gun charge, but they changed it up and called it something different. But this government, man, you can't believe what they doing, man. If black people haven't learned, man, that we solo dolo at this point, I don't know what to tell y'all niggas. But like I said, man, shout out to all the people who got these videos from. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we end this bit.
Nah, if you're a rat,
no rat.
Nah,
yeah,
I'm a rat. No rat. Nah, I'm a rat. End of discussion.
Man, fuck this shit, man. Ain't no damn way to keep on trying to lock niggas up, man. That's some whole ass shit, man. Over what? Like literally. They just don't want to see us win, man. They really want us down and gone out, man. And it's sad, man. Nigga, we make it from so fucking far and so much. And they're just steady taking our shit away and taking our freedom away. Bitch ass motherfuckers, man. Pray to Yahweh they win this battle, man. Again.
August the 10th, I-29 Dragway. You already know Omaha in a blast you. Boosie back. And I've been waiting to come to Omaha. Home of Terrence Bud Crawford, nigga. Boosie bad ass live in concert. The car and bike show. This bitch gonna be sold out in the next 5 minutes. Cause Omaha love me. Nebraska love me. They just sent the money. You see it. Omaha love me and I love the Omaha. It's called Omaha Nebraska. Them ain't riding on no horses up there. It be like down, so I love it. Every time I go there, it's love. The women love me. The real people everywhere. I'ma be so tore up. I'ma be at the drag. I'ma be there 3 hours early, drinking in the sun. August 10th, Boosie bad ass live in concert, Omaha, Nebraska. Everybody calling for the pool party sections. We got 2 different sections. We got the regular sections, and we got the big boy section. The section next to the baddies and We got 2 different sections, so don't get it confused. So hit the number and get your sections right now. We got sections for 5 people. We got sections for 10 people. It's different sections, you know. It depends on what you want to be in the building. It's going down. Tap in.
Boosie Vlad TV, man, to my being his federal gun charges.
All right, here we go. Boosie's back on Vlad TV, fresh off his federal and state gun case dropped. Of course, the first interview has to be on Vlad TV. It's only right. It's only right. No more ankle monitor. No more pending cases. Got your passport back. How does it feel?
I'm lost for words, man.
This is crazy.
Man, God good, bro. He loved me, bro. That's hey. This last year, I had a lot on my plate, Vlad.
We go through it. God give his strongest
I got a lot
test
of
to his
people
strongest
feel this,
warriors.
and a lot of people ain't gonna feel it because they ain't never been having a think in your head is you going to jail or not. You know what I'm saying? I had to do this several times in life, and it just be real, bro. It just be real, bro. It just put you in a hole and make you hustle harder, but it's always in the back of your mind. You might skip it all Sunday, all 4-5 days, but it come back and be like, damn. Then the court shit be coming around so fast, Vlad. It be like, it shit be crazy, man. You just gotta put your trust in God.
Well, I've always avoided talking about the case because it was open. But now it's 100% done.
Yeah.
So can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you go to San Diego.
Yeah.
And you had done a feature for somebody?
Yeah, I was coming to do a video with the guys I had done a feature with.
Okay, so you did the feature already, and then they paid you to do the video as well.
Yeah.
So you're in San Diego, and you're filming this music video.
Yeah.
And you had something on.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, according to the video that,
Yeah.
because people had their phones out and they're filming.
Right.
Why did you feel in that case, in that situation, you had to do that?
I mean, at the time, man, they say allegedly, man. I mean, I still say there was no fucking gun on me.
Okay.
It was a gun in the car, but I still say there was no gun on me.
Okay. You had security, though?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
This is
You had
wild,
security
man.
with
Yeah,
you.
and they were checked in. The guns wasn't in my security guard name, but my security guard clean. That was the only guns he had grabbed, you know what I'm saying? So we checked them in the airport like we do every weekend. Got them from the airport. When we got stopped on us, the guns in the bag. Is there any guns in the car? Like we get stopped all the time. Yeah, my security got them in the bag. But when they came for me, bro, it was 16 cars. It was
a helicopter.
Helicopters. Yeah. And so I'm thinking ain't nothing finna go down. Like, we illegal. We illegal out here, like the guns in my security bag. My security give them the bag. We get out the car. I'm having a diabetic thing because I had to leave because I ain't eat the video, and my sugar was dropping and I was sweating. And while I'm leaving the video, that's when we stopped. So I'm damn near catching a diabetic seizure, and they had to call the paramedics and shit.
This is wild,
okay.
man.
I didn't know.
Yeah, and I was telling one guy, my security, my medicine in the bag, and man, this police officer, bro, I ain't gonna lie, he going into a sugar
coma. He like, you going into a sugar coma. You got any stuff in your bag? And he grabbed the sugar and broke it and put it in my mouth. And gave me two things of the sugar I be taking to bring me back up
Damn.
and shook me back.
You almost died from diabetes.
But the fucked up part is, when we got out the car or whatever, when all the other officers came to the car, they said we got 2 guns on the seat.
Which wasn't true.
No, which wasn't true.
Okay.
They said they got 2 guns on the seat, Vlad.
Damn.
Them guns don't come out. If we know you behind you, if we know the police behind us, what we gonna put the guns on the seat for? If we got a security guard, you know, with the bag, with everything, why would we put the guns on the seat? You know what this about? You know, yeah.
Well, I remember, I think some footage came out from the arrest, and you were like yelling at your security guard at the time?
Nah, that's what they said. That's what they said. They say I threatened his life. They said all kind of shit in court to try to not give me a bond. They had no proof of this.
Got it.
We tried to get them to show proof of this. They were just putting shit in the headline. The officer like, no, I heard him. It was going on the officer thing. If you got it on your body camera, why ain't nobody else here?
Is he still your security to this day?
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all still good?
Yeah.
I just found this game.
How the fuck do you get re-indicted after beating your case? That's why I be hearing, man, say after you beat your case, they'll send it to state because the other people, they just look through it and they send it up to a higher man.
Alright, so the other day I made a video about Lil Boosie when he beat his federal gun charges in California. And we talked about everything that he had went through to get up to that point. Now that video has since been deleted from YouTube for a couple of reasons. One is I ran into some copyright problems. 2 is it didn't perform very well. And 3 is because as it turns out, that wasn't the whole story. Because yesterday we got news that Lil Boosie has actually been re-indicted on these federal felony gun charges, and it looks like the prosecution just can't wait to get Boosie back behind bars. Now, my original video was about how Boosie beat the federal gun case. It got wiped off the internet, and then yesterday we get news that Boosie is being re-indicted. So before we get into the re-indictment, since my original video isn't up no more, I'm gonna go ahead and run back the highlights for y'all so y'all can get the general idea of what we're talking about. Lil Boosie. This right here is one of my all-time favorite people ever. And I might be a little bit biased because I grew up in Louisiana a little bit. So when I was a youngin', we was jamming Boosie all day, all night. Like I legit got memories with the homies slap boxing with Lil Boosie set it off playing in the background. Like Boosie done said it a million times, but he real deal raised a lot of the young street dudes that are now adults. Like when we wanted to get hype, we played some Lil Boosie. They ain't about what they be talking about. When we was going through rough times, we played that Lil Boosie, you don't know my struggle. When we was kicking it, we was playing that Lil Boosie, smoking on purple. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all probably got these same kind of memories. But not everybody shares that same love for Boosie. He's one of them people that people love to hate. He speak that street language and not everybody agrees with it. But love or hate Lil Boosie, you gotta admit Boosie been through some trying times, some hard times, and he's overcame pretty much all of it, from beating serious federal charges to beating serious state charges to beating cancer. Bro literally been through it all. But for the last year, prosecutors have been aggressively pursuing felony gun charges against Boosie. They had them
they just don't want to see a black man succeed.
In the court system fighting for his life. And this all stems from a traffic stop incident that happened back in May of 2023.
He had a gun that he didn't have?
They found him and one of his companions with 2 loaded guns in a car. Now, Boosie is a convicted felon, so obviously that's what they charged him with, felon in possession of a firearm. Now, this happened in San Diego, and a San Diego police officer at the time said he was reviewing social media, looking at what they said was a local gang member's profile when they spotted a picture with Boosie with the handle of a gun hanging out of his waistband. Now, Boosie was in San Diego at the time to shoot a music video. So they seen that, and then they plotted the traffic stop that led to his arrest. Now, at first, it was a state charge, and the state charge was dismissed in June of 2023, shortly after he got the charge. But as soon as Boosie exited the courtroom, he he was arrested by federal agents and handed an identical charge in
Damn, that's what they did
Now, it
again.
wasn't looking good for Boosie because obviously he's a felon in possession of a firearm. And historically, that could lead, especially in the federal court system, that could lead to a pretty lengthy sentence being handed down. However, Boosie once again finds himself on the right side of luck, beating yet another charge because this federal charge that he was hit with actually just got dismissed. Now, let me explain. Historically speaking, once you're convicted of a felony, the government pretty much takes away your right to bear arms. And it's been that way for a long time. However, the reason Boosie was able to beat this charge ultimately came down to a recent precedent from the Ninth Circuit Court that was set in another case of a guy named Stephen Shorty Duarte. Now, just like Boosie, Duarte was picked up by police for having a gun. His case went to trial and the jury found him guilty of being a felon in possession of a firearm. However, after he was sentenced, Duarte appealed, claiming that the government violated his Second Amendment rights, which is the right to bear arms. The Ninth Circuit Court actually sided with Duarte, agreeing that the government failed to find historical analogs for permanently denying Duarte's right to have a gun after he served time in jail for his prior nonviolent offenses. Now, when they agreed with Duarte that his Second Amendment right was violated, they cited the New York State Rifle and Pistol Association versus Bruden, which was a landmark U.S. Supreme Court decision that struck down New York's restrictions on carrying concealed guns. In that case, which was decided in 2022, the U.S. High Court ruled that gun restrictions must be consistent with historical firearm regulations from the 18th and 19th century when the Second Amendment was first enacted. Right, so pretty much what they said was the Constitution and its amendment in the 19th century, and that the rights that people have today should meet the same rights that people had back then. It should be consistent with historical regulations. So thanks to the Ninth Circuit's ruling and their siding with Duarte was able to beat that case. And like Duarte, so was Lil Boosie, making him the second person in history to have their charges dismissed after this Ninth Circuit ruling. And we seen Boosie 2 weeks ago say that he was aware that this was gonna happen. He made like a little celebration video where he was like, basically, my attorneys and my PO just told me I'm good to cut my ankle monitor off because the charges are going to be dropped.
Hi, buddy.
Got a call from my lawyer and my PO. Say the charges terminated.
That's crazy, KB. They took the video down.
I can cut my ankle monitor.
I know that right. Yes, sir. Cut that out, thug life. Come up out there, thug life. Trent life.
However, that was a bit of an early celebration because the charges actually weren't dismissed. He didn't actually beat this case until July 12th. And honestly, I gotta be real, it's a good look for not only Boosie, but anybody that's ever been convicted of a felony and had the right to bear arms taken away. Because I've always felt like it's one of them inalienable rights, especially if you've been convicted of non-violent offenses. It's never really made sense to me why we would take people's right to bear arms away over non-violent offenses. So I've always kind of felt like it was an antiquated law. It needed to be updated, and this isn't just a victory for Boosie. This is a victory for anybody that's in his shoes that may have been charged with something and then convicted of something that is super minor, but maybe the charges were trumped up or whatever the case may be. Again, Boosie is only the second person to have his charges thrown out because of this ruling in the Ninth Circuit Court. But I got a feeling that we'll probably see more of this happening in the future. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go out here and risk it thinking that they could beat the case based on the Ninth Circuit
you're not
ruling.
famous,
Obviously, Boosie got money.
got a lot of money on
attorneys. I'm sure that played in his favor, but at the end of the day, I think it's like a step in the right direction. And you can see how happy Boosie was from the moment he walked out of court.
Video here. Boosie, what can you say about the charges being dropped?
Most. Just glad that it's over. Thank God, thank my attorney.
Yeah.
Just ready to go cross seas. I'm finna take a vacation. This really was a bump in my life, and I done made it over that bump. Now it's time to enjoy my happiness, you know?
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Here y'all go. Rock.
That's Susie, infamous Susie. What you gotta say about the charges drop?
So with God good. There you have it, y'all. Let's go. So what? All right. Yeah, for sure.
Now, Boosie also took to Instagram and he posted this. It says, case dismissed. God, I just want to say thank you. You never leave me. You make a way out of no way. You made me beat South Baton Rouge. You made me beat cancer. You made me beat death row. You made me beat gunshots. You made me beat fed cases. You forgave my sins. Every time it looked like it was impossible, you showed their ass. To anyone in trouble, call on God. I don't care how bad it looks. He will do it. He will make a way out of no way. Shout out to my attorneys. He tagged his attorneys. Shout out to the prayer warriors and all my fans who said a prayer, to everyone who on me and said I was going to jail, to those who wanted me locked up in jail, and to those who did me wrong thinking I would be in jail. Jokes on you, bruh.
Ain't no damn way this state is racist as hell, man. This country is racist, man. The fed system, the government, all of it.
So God good, sucker. Hate man. I'm lost for words right now, man. Take me a trip across the country, bro. Go to about 3 different countries. God good, boy. He'll make a way out of no way, bro, man. And they love me, bro. Finna take me a trip, bro. Everything coming back around. Finna get my rights back, my gun rights back.
Dang, you was? Damn. Ain't no way they put this, they re-indicted you, man.
Back. I'm grateful, bro. Thank you, God.
A man I went out with last.
Alright, so that was the story. That was what went down. That was the video that I posted, right? And it was looking good for Boosie by the end of that video. He done beat the federal gun charges. He was getting emotional, tearing up on camera, thankful that he was going to be able to retain his freedom. But like I said, I jumped the gun on that video because less than 5 days later,
They done re-indicted him.
Boosie has been re-indicted on those charges. Now, I know
What?
some of y'all are thinking, how was he re-indicted if he beat the case? Isn't double jeopardy a thing? You can't be charged with the same crime twice if you beat it the first time. And it's pretty simple how they got around that. They just gave him a different charge. So the last charge he had was felon in possession of a firearm. This charge that they're indicting him on is addict in possession of a firearm. Now, what do they think Boosie is addicted to? Man, who knows? He said he don't drink lean no more. He said he ain't been out there partying like that. And I would think if you were going to charge somebody with addict in possession of a firearm, you have to prove that at that time they were an addict. And that may be something that they have to do in the court system. But that's what they've charged him.
What is going on?
Doesn't apply to this. And due to this new charge, Boosie feels like he's been being targeted or is being targeted.
A prosecution that really dislikes me. The first time I went to court, he looked at me and said, "Wipe me down." It's an old gray white man, bro. Like, I ain't even know he knew my song. I couldn't do nothing but I was like, young bro, like, personal, man. That's prosecutor misconduct. He looked at me and said, "Wipe me down." It surprised me, bro. It surprised me. I was like, damn. Then the dudes I was in the tank with, I had 2 Mexicans. They saw it. They was off, bro. They was like, man, they was mad, bro. He surprised everybody that day, bro.
So as you can hear him say, he feels like the federal prosecutor has it out for him. Like they want him and they want him bad. And just real quick, I gotta say, you know, I love Boosie, but don't nobody get their lick back harder than the federal government.
Yeah,
it ain't a drill rapper on earth that'll get their lick back quicker, faster, or better.
That's
than
a
the
whole
federal
ass
government
shit, man.
has. And at this point, Boosie's been making a mockery of him, right? He beat murder charges when he was on death row. He beat them gun charges this last time, and that was after beating state charges for the same gun gun. Now he's facing this federal indictment over the exact same gun. And this is what happens when you beat all those cases and then you go do a bunch of interviews about them. You talk about it. It kind of comes off like you're bragging about it. Bro, the federal government is watching that. That makes them mad. That makes them feel like they took the biggest L in the world. And this the American government we talking about. They don't like taking no L's. So Boosie may be on to something with the theory that they're out for him. They very well maybe. And this is backed up when you listen to Boosie's lawyer explain what all is going on. Now, if y'all didn't know, his attorney actually hopped on a Zoom call with Megan Cuniff, who is a reporter. Y'all may have seen some of her clips on my channel. She's been doing the Young Thug trial. She posts about it a lot. Anyway, she did this phone call, this Zoom call with Boosie's attorney, who, by the way, used to be a federal prosecutor. Her name is Megan Blanco, and she says that she's never seen anything like this before.
There were some rumors going around that he's been recharged, and it sounds like the feds did decide to recharge him because the Ninth Circuit had vacated the Duarte decision.
Right. So the Ninth Circuit, after the dismissal, vacated the Duarte decision. They're going to hear it en banc in September. So I am frankly just shocked by the fact that the government decided to move forward with charges now, just given what's been going on and developing in Second Circuit case law around the country, including in the Ninth Circuit. They recalled the Duarte decision. They depublished it so that the entire Ninth Circuit, the court as a whole, can re-review it. I am not expecting a different decision. And if you look at what decisions are coming down from other circuits around the country, other circuits are in alignment with what the Ninth Circuit found. And I believe that ultimately the Supreme Court would be, or will be in alignment when the issue comes before them, probably in the next year or
this
so.
Is some hating ass shit.
But they did. They refiled charges. We will again move for dismissal. There are a couple of other motions that I will be filing in addition to raising the Duarte and Second Amendment challenges. We'll be moving to dismiss on additional grounds in the coming weeks. This is, a case where Mr. Hatch was charged, as you know, initially by the state. We have one dismissal there. Charged then by the feds, second dismissal. And they're going at it again a third time. And one of the things I think that's most shocking about the newer indictments, it all involves identical conduct. So the same conduct that the state charged initially, then the federal government picked up, right? Expanding Mr. Hatch's exposure in terms of what his penalty could potentially look like. Then over a year passes, we get the second dismissal and they file a second charge. Same exact conduct, but there's questions about why, if this was a valid charge, should not have been brought initially the first time. And so we'll be raising motions concerning that charge specifically and the government's motivations for bringing the charge so late after Mr. Hatch has exercised his constitutional rights in this case.
So you said he was turning himself in today in San Diego. Is he going to have to be in custody?
He is not turning himself in today. It's next week. So I think that's where I cut out. The government wanted him to self-surrender today. That makes no sense. He was on bonds in his state case. He had no violations. He showed up to court. He showed up to court on time every time. He was on bond in his federal case. Hatch won. For over a year, no violations.
They
he
just
showed up to
fucking
court
around
every
people,
single
man. They
time.
want us
There were
gone,
no
man.
issues
They want black people
whatsoever.
gone.
Issuance of an arrest warrant in those circumstances, something I personally have never seen. As you know, I was a federal prosecutor for a long time before I started doing defense work. That is not something that I had seen as a prosecutor. It's not something I've seen as a defense attorney. Uncalled for in this situation.
Now, Boosie did speak on this a little bit in another post that he made. He said, I'm on vacation with my family. My lawyer called me and said that this federal prosecutor, M. Wheat, has indicted me again on the same charge and added a charge that I was a drug addict in possession of a firearm. Shaking my head. Why you didn't charge me with that the first time? The judge has ruled at this point, you making this a circus. This has to be unconstitutional. This shows how far these devils will go to try to stop a successful black man with a voice. This man has a serious vendetta of hate against me. He wants to be a character in a movie, and bro just doesn't respect the courts. He's racist and has no respect for the court. If I wasn't Boosie, this would not be happening to me. This the same man that looked at me and said, "Wipe me down."
But if it wasn't you, Boosie, they went there and made this far. They would have been nothing gone.
I've never seen nothing like this in my damn life. 30 of us out here on vacation, and I get the news. He put his hardest battles on his strongest soldiers. God got me. This man doesn't respect the law. Tell the president, pardon this bullshit. Hashtag justice for Boosie. Now look, whether you like Boosie or you dislike Boosie, you have to admit that having to fight the same charge 3 separate times is crazy. This is America, bruh. You supposed to be hit with the charge, go to court. You're either proven guilty or not guilty, and that should be the end of it. Having to fight the same charge 3 times in America when double jeopardy is supposed to be illegal is crazy. But y'all know how the government does. They'll find loopholes that let them get around that double jeopardy thing. Oh, first it was the state and then it was the feds, but we charged him with felon in possession of a firearm. This time we're charging him with addict in possession of a firearm. Like, bro, come on. Whether you like Boosie or you don't like Boosie, you got to admit that what he's currently going through with the government is a little bit out of pocket. And keep in mind that he beat the original federal gun charge for felon in possession.
And they did it again!
On the Duarte case.
And then they'll do it again.
President that in, certain circumstances, felons should be allowed to have their firearms. Like, for example, if they're non-violent offenders, right? And all across the country, we've been seeing laws get passed that favor giving people back their right to bear arms if that's the case. And Boosie beat it, and I stand on the fact that, they're trying to process him on antiquated laws that are outdated, and they're doing it after he's already beaten them twice. So I think that the whole thing is pretty crazy. But yeah, man, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think about it in the comments down below. Anyways,
shout out to KB Goes Live, man.
If you enjoyed the content, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, tap the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload.
This off on this video right here and see what the what was they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't. I guess on and off relationship. So
he gotta have the whole big breakfast. This is what's
we gonna finish off right here.
Kool-Aid.
What type of Kool-Aid?
He like black cherry, orange, pink lemonade.
Yo, she know everything.
I love that. Pink lemonade. Sometimes apple juice here and there, but he's a Kool-Aid fan. I love the patience that you took to help her navigate and all that. How do you guys handle the challenges?
I mean, we have way better smiles than frowns. I mean, sometimes we might argue, but when we get right back together, it be stronger.
So they might get back together. Who knows?
Factor that you keep going that helps you get through it.
My impatientness. I'm impatient.
Okay, so it's no patience.
My patience is messed up, and I'll be, why you ain't, you know what I'm saying? And she come right back, motherfucker, But lately, I've been the bigger person.
Okay.
I swear to God, like I've been the bigger person. I'd be like, cause I don't smoke weed no more. I ain't smoked weed since in probably a year.
Okay.
So I think I'm more calmer now. I'd be like, man, don't even worry about it. Like, I used to be tick for tack. I don't like to lose no argument.
Okay, Scorpio.
So yeah. So lately, I've been the bigger person. Even when we argue, I come back, give me a kiss. Man, cause she will stay
standing on business.
She will stand on business. One thing about her, she will stand on business.
And what is your perspective? I ain't gonna lie, he has been a bigger person. He has, because, like he said, he impatient, and sometimes that rubs off on me. I believe that, when you be around for somebody for so long and you adapt some of their characteristics, and sometimes I get impatient with him, but I gotta go back and pray to God and ask God to just, help me calm down, and we'll talk about it. But believe it or not, when we get into it, like, we be back smiling and talking. Sometimes we don't even talk about the problem. We just look at each other and we laugh, because it's like, what?
Because y'all look at some of the argument like, man, that was stupid.
It be dumb stuff. Like,
it could be something about the dog. It could be it could be something about the dogs, and I'll be like, you doing too much with it, because she thinks she a veterinarian now. Like, like it'll be something, it don't be nothing serious. every time it's some petty. It's like some petty. It's like it could be.
You know that.
It could be she ain't sent me the GPS on time. And I hit up be like, what the fuck is you doing? Like I'm riding nowhere. I'm waiting on the GPS to get the address to get sent. Where I'm trying to drive and I gotta pull over. Bruh, so we just arguing about a GPS and we going the same place. Like,
oh my God. And then look at each other and just laugh. And it's literally like nothing ever happened. Like to be honest with you, I can't go longer than a few, like not even hours. I can't. We literally we gotta talk to each other every day, but I can't go days without talking to him because it's just impossible.
So maybe they get back together, man.
It's just literally impossible. I need him for stuff, he need me for stuff, so we have to communicate with each other. That's just the point where we're at in our life. Like we can't go 24 hours without talking to each other. That's just what it is. So we could be mad at each other all we want. Like, it don't matter. We go talk to each other regardless. So
let's talk about Boosie Estates. Is it 88 acres?
Yeah, I just got 26 more acres too in Whitesburg, Georgia.
Congratulations.
Right by Douglas.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you ever get I seen the YouTube with you and Vlad doing the whole walkthrough of
Boosie Town.
Yeah, the Boosie Town. Did you ever get the rest of the stuff that you was building up?
Yeah, it's getting done right now. I'm doing the septic. I'm doing the septic right now. The Batman Mansion finished. I'm working on something else now. I'm finna do a container mansion on the property right now. I'm designing that right now. I just got 26 acres in Whitesburg, Georgia. That's like 24 minutes from where I'm at right now, and probably gonna put a subdivision over there. And I just like getting land.
Crazy, man.
Cheap out here in Georgia. Land don't never lose value, you know. Like.
And how important is that for people to own their own land?
It's real important because.
Especially like I'm just stressing that, especially the people of color like us who just, this my city, this my city, this my this, my
right.
that.
And they don't own nothing.
You don't own anything.
They don't own nothing.
They don't own nothing. And it's great to get land because it's a building state. You might get 35 acres for $200,000. You'll spend $200,000 on jewelry. You might get 35 acres and Walmart or somebody won't build on your land and give you $500 million. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Land, all it does is do that. You can break that down and sell 10 acres, and you just gotta have the right mindset. But to have the right mindset, you gotta learn from your mistakes, and I learned from my mistakes. I came home from prison with nothing, and I knew this time what to do. So if you ain't getting no land, man, people will put you off their damn land.
How did you get in that mindset?
Simple.
Being in prison.
Did somebody come up to you and say, "Hey, man, you need to really get into"?
No, I just learned from my mistakes. I had a $1 million home before I went to prison that I was paying mortgage on, that I was paying a note on, and I couldn't do it after 3-4 years in prison. So I had to let that go. All my jewelry, it had to be sold. When I tried to go sell it to the jeweler I had, he wouldn't give me nothing for it. Wow. $40,000 chains I bought, he offered me $4,000.
Wow. Insane.
Cars that I had, they had to be down valued and sell. If I would have had land when I came home, it would have been a different thing, So I just basically learned from being young and crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't getting no land, bro, like you late right now.
Now, you made space for your children to, practice living on their own on the land. Has that already started?
Nah, it's finna start. Okay. I want to see who I'm finna be leaving all this stuff to. Who I need to see I want to see who gonna be responsible, who gonna treat the house like shit, I need to see who's who. Because they're teenagers. 15, 16, 14, 13, So I need to see who's ready to carry this on. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody not equipped to being. I need to see who the mature is.
You want to see who the heir to the throne gonna be?
Yes.
Do you have an idea right now out of all your kids?
I have ideas, but I can't respond.
You don't want to.
Wait, so is this gonna be a reality show or something?
Nah, it's just reality.
Why you won't do a reality show? I know
because they don't want to pay me enough money. Like if anybody watching this right now, I never denied reality TV, but I'm gonna break a fucking record on reality TV. But so you have to pay me top dollar, and that's the problem when it comes. Everybody wants me on reality TV. They reach out to me, but when you talk numbers, people don't respect me to pay me that kind of money. That's where the problem comes in at. Nobody's gonna do the numbers I do. But you don't wanna pay Boosie what you would pay somebody else. Cause you probably think Boosie gonna talk shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm going, if you do a reality show on me, it's gone, bro.
I'm still trying to figure out why.
The first thing, I'm taking a shit on the toilet as soon as the reality show come on.
But why don't your production company produce? Why don't you do your own?
I really don't have time right now for that.
Okay.
But
you don't want to set up a team and.
I got a lot of stuff going on. You know, like I said, I got to be a daddy too.
Yeah.
You know, if you do 4 or 5 major things at one time, you're gonna be a shit ass dad. Mm-hmm. I'm booked every weekend. I'm shooting films.
But you don't want to hire a team to do it?
I mean,
Boosie like, man, y'all better just call me, come with the bag, call me at the house.
If you pay him, you in charge of it. I mean, it's yours under your umbrella.
I was doing something at one time, but
because we need to see this on TV, even if it's just Boosie Network or whatever. We could.
Well, right now I just talked to somebody. I'm trying to do a Boosie TV.
Okay.
Where you can subscribe every month.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's where you subscribe every month. I've been talking to this guy named Big T with that. I think I'm finna do a Boosie TV, just all kind of stuff with Boosie. You can subscribe $4.99 every month.
Yeah.
And but a lot of times I don't like cameras following me with my kids.
Okay.
You know, I be in Walmart by myself.
All right, back. See, y'all see from that shit, man. I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? That how these government don't keep on playing people. Like, we beat the case. They have the money on. They do everything that's right, and they still keep on changing this gun charge to something different. He beat the first time, they moved it up. He beat the second time, they just changed it to something else. Man, at this time, man, all we gotta do is have faith in God, man, Yahweh, man. Because at this point, man, they want us gone, you know what I'm saying? And they use our own people to do it half the time. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, you know what I'm saying, the white man is just really, really going at us hard in a bitch. Black people in general. And they want what we got basically gone. They don't want us to have nothing, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to take Boosie down, man, you know? So we gonna send all the support and prayers out to Boosie, man, and his family, man. Hey, man, stay prayed up and stay humble out here, man, because you never know when you could be in a situation, not like this, but in another tough situation where, you know, you don't have to be on the line, man. So we out this bitch, hood, Northside, Crip shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.